Hello, good evening, and welcome back. I had just recorded this video and then so I didn't record, which is really annoying. But anyway, before we get started, if you want to help out, then like to let the YouTube algorithm know that it's worth watching, share this around, subscribe for more and all that good stuff. So anyway, here is one of my favourite stories from the recent past. I love these kind of things with 4chan's troll campaigns. This is from the 26th of May, so in the afternoon, a couple of days old. From the Daily Dot, 4chan's new troll campaign aims to make the hashtag a white supremacist symbol. So here we have a picture of the Octothorpe. It is called the Octothorpe when the designers were making it. The reason behind it, Octo is 8, because there are 8 gaps around the outside, and Thorpe is a Nordic word meaning field, so there are 8 fields, but also apparently they like the Olympian gym Thorpe. So, yeah. And that is in the colours of the Nazi Party. Members of the Twice Internet Forum 4chan propose a new troll campaign from Politically Incorrect, and they're going to create a campaign called Bash the Hash, which is a play on the anti-fascist term Bash the Fash. I've also seen it as Hash the Fash, so either one. And it's aimed at Twitter for 2 reasons, or kind of 3. It will be a perfectly win-win situation, the user adds. Either Twitter will have to accept blatant Nazism on its forums, or it will effectively have to find a way to get rid of the site's core mechanics, and it will also force corporations to stop putting hashtags on every fucking ad, ever, according to the campaign leader. So it looks great to me. I don't think it's got that much promise, because it's a... Well, then again, I would say the OK hand symbol was a bit too tenuous, so we'll have to see where this goes. It's clown world now, isn't it? We can't predict these things. The idea was met with mixed reviews, but the posts were purported to originate from sources such as Antifa, Violent Collective, known for using direct action or violence against violent groups. Yep. And here we have some lovely posts from Twitter. Now, obviously these people claim association with Antifa. I doubt these people are tweeting with sincerity, and I think it's just to create a bit of madness, because with these things, it's great to get mainstream media attention and reporting on it as if it's true, because then most of the people watching television will go, but hang on, what the hell are you talking about? That's ridiculous. No, not at all. Obviously, millennials might be taken more by this, but only if they've bought into it, whereas the older people who would believe more what's on television would also know that it's not true. So hopefully that kind of thing will be good to lift the veil of the mainstream media's lies, to say, well, hang on, if I know things about the hashtag or the Octothorpe, for example, and I know that what you're saying is absolute bullshit and you haven't done proper journalism, you have no integrity, then that calls into question all your other reporting, and then maybe I might look into the other things you've said and take it with a grain of salt that you're actually reporting the truth, or just stop watching you entirely and find a new news source that isn't so ridiculous, which, as I say, should hope to lift the veil, or the mask slips, as Sargon would say, in order to elaborate on truth and stop silencing people with lies, slander and libel, because it's punching down, as they say, where the little person doesn't have enough power to fight back against the lies. So learn how to recognise the enemy. A lovely little selection here. It's time we all learn who to fight and understand which symbols the alt-right uses. Hashtag Antifa, hashtag Bash the Hash, hashtag Love Not Hate. A lovely little flag here. It says hate symbol of the right. It gets deeper. So they have 2 lots of 8. They have the vertices and the gaps, and they come up to 8 both, which is Heil Hitler, 8, 8. But it gets better, because if you cut it in half, then you get 2 H's as well, which is Heil Hitler. Pretty funny to realise that Twitter and basically all of social media is built around a Nazi symbol. And this kind of thing's where it gets even deeper, is like with Keck. I think it was a Behind the Meme episode by M. Clement on this, and Dr. John B. Peterson has also gone into detail a little bit about it. But essentially in World of Warcraft, when speaking with different factions or tribes, in order to convey that you can't understand each other, when you write a message to them, it becomes an incoherent mess when read by the other person, and LOL, laugh out loud, was changed to Kek, which was also the Egyptian god of chaos, whose head was a frog, which is how Pepe comes into this as well. So it goes full circle, and it's amazing how it all ties in, that you just, you dive down the rabbit hole and you try to make connections where there aren't any. It's like people seeing faces where there aren't any. But humans are very good at creating patterns, even if there aren't any to be made. So you can find these connections or create them, and it's fantastic. And here we have one who's winning over the oppression Olympics here, saying they're a black female with their profile photo of Black Lives Matter, saying, "Stay safe, my black sisters, make them afraid again, and stay on top of everything they come up with. We hear every Nazi dog whistle." Well, isn't a dog whistle only heard by dogs? So Nazi dog whistles are only heard by Nazis, but never mind. Bash the hash, resist, stop the hate. And another badly photoshopped one here with black and red colours, just like Antifa, because it's communism is red and anarchism is black. Bash the hash and Honk Honkler, obviously alluding to Clown World. And they do mention another one of their campaigns. Tempting trolling is far from the first to rise from 4chan in the past few years. In 2017, the online board similarly started a fake Antifa campaign that called for violence against white women who were supportive of President Donald Trump. It says 53% of white women voted for fascist. Hashtag punch white women. This is the kind of thing the so-called anti-fascists promote. Hashtag punch white women, hashtag punch a Nazi. And they go on to mention the OK hand gesture that was mentioned by the Anti-Defamation League to say, hey, watch the context you're saying it, although it didn't become a hate symbol, unlike Pepe, poor Pepe. But another one of the ones which they don't mention from, I believe it was 4chan as well, was when Hillary Clinton was trying to go for equality between the sexes with conscription for men and then also for women. The draft, if there is conscription again and mandatory enrollment, then she was saying, well, it's only fair for women to be drafted as well. So they started the hashtag draft our daughters, which created at least a bit of uproar, but obviously didn't get sufficient attention to garner a report in this article. And the OK symbol can't really be said it's a white supremacist symbol, considering the white power hand sign uses two hands instead of one, and it's also the circle game, especially when it's pointed downwards, then that's a W, not an M. So it's an M, not a W, unless, well, it just doesn't work. Anyway, that's it for now. I love these stories, as you can tell, and I'll hopefully find some more feel-good stories in the coming days. I'll be on the lookout for how this is mentioned on Twitter and on other news sites, and if there are any updates, I'll be sure to mention them, because, hey, these things are amazing. But anyway, that's it for now, so thanks very much for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.